What's going on, FitFam? In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through one of my upper body strength training days in the gym. We are hitting everything: shoulders, chest, triceps, and back. The only muscle group in our upper body that we're not directly hitting is our biceps, but it's still getting indirectly hit from all of the pulling exercises that we're going to be doing. Then at the end of the workout, I threw in a little bit of high intensity interval training cardio, aka HIIT. So follow along with me and I'll walk you through my entire upper body workout, and I hope that you will give it a go too, and you're going to get some serious gains going in your upper body. All right, let's get in the gym. All right, FitFam, so to get this upper body workout started, we are just gonna do a quick warm up. So I grab a light pair of dumbbells, and then I'm doing these 3 exercises back to back. So the first one is where I bring the dumbbells directly out in front of me into a front raise, then directly out at the side in a lateral raise, and then bent over into a rear delt raise. And then just to quickly finish off this warm up, I'm gonna go and do front raises into a lateral push. So I bring the dumbbells directly out in front of me, and then keeping my arms in the air, bring my hands to my side and then lower down. This one is really a killer for really warming up those shoulders. So after 10 reps of this, we are gonna be good to go to actually use some real weight and get into our working sets. So the very first exercise we are gonna do is my current favorite for shoulders, and that is a clean and press. So you can do this just with dumbbells if you're not quite at the level of using a barbell, which is what I have right here. So I start with the barbell right at my hips, and then I do the first part of the motion, which is the clean, which is where I bring it up to my shoulders and have my palms now facing the wall. Then I do the press part, which is just pushing the barbell directly up and over my head, and then repeat the range of motion on the way down. So we're gonna work in the 8 to 12 rep range. So find a weight that is gonna work for you, and then make sure that you keep track of whatever you're doing, because every single week you want to make sure that you're pushing yourself to do more and more so that you're always getting stronger and stronger. That's called progressive overload strength training, and that is how you're going to get crazy results in a short amount of time. All right, next we are doing my favorite triceps exercise, and that is the close grip bench press. So as the name suggests, the difference with this variation versus the traditional bench press is the regular bench press, you have a pretty wide grip so that it's hitting your chest more. But when you have this narrower grip, it's going to be overloading your triceps a little bit more. But it's obviously still working all the other upper body muscles, which is why it's a great compound movement. A compound movement, again, is an exercise which uses multiple muscle groups simultaneously, so you're getting way more bang for your buck and less time and effort. So I grab the bar exactly shoulder width distance, and then I make sure that I keep my elbows close to my sides the entire time, that I'm not flaring my elbows out, because if you do that, it's going to be less overloading on the triceps. I keep my thumbs on top of the bar, and then I simply push the barbell directly up and over my chest. You know that it's at the right spot when you're doing it directly up and over the nipple line. So bring it all the way down to your chest, push it directly back up and over your head, and repeat for 8 to 12 reps for 3 sets. All right, next we are doing my current favorite for our lateral deltoids, which is our middle shoulder muscle. And it's really important that we do make sure to hit our individual shoulder muscles, especially the lateral and rear deltoids, because if we don't, they don't really get activated enough, and then our shoulders aren't going to be as well developed and as capped and beautiful as they really can and should be. So with this one, it's very simple. You just make sure that you have the cable at the lowest setting, and then you want to make sure that the cable is going between your legs. Then you're going to lean out to the side at about a 45-degree angle, and then keeping your arm nice and straight, you're going to pull that cable all the way from the ground up as high as you can at the side of your body in the lateral range of motion. And boom, there you have it. We have hit the lateral deltoid, so let's move on with the upper body.
And next, we are doing probably the most popular tricep exercise that there is, and that is the cable push down. So I like to take this stance that you see here, knees slightly bent, butt sticking out, and chest and shoulders arched. So all you got to do here is have the cable starting at the highest point, pretty much just about your head, and then really focusing on pushing the weight all the way down, extending from the elbows. Okay, you're not throwing your whole body into it. If you're doing that, that means it's too heavy. So let the triceps do the actual work. Simply extend from your elbows, really focusing on the triceps to push the weight all the way down and bring it back up. And I find with this one, especially on exercises that hit slightly smaller muscles like the triceps, you can definitely go for higher reps. So I did 12 to 15 reps for this tricep push down. All right, now we are hitting our rear delts, which is the back of our shoulders, and we are also engaging our back in this range of motion. These are dumbbell skis. So you're gonna bend over, having your back parallel to the ground, nice and arched. So stick out your butt, stick out your chest, kind of pinch your shoulder blades together, and then grab a relatively heavy pair of dumbbells because your back can take it. And then you're pulling those dumbbells all the way to your chest and back down like you are skiing, hence the name, and really flex and squeeze those rear delts at the top so that they're going to get more overloaded and get better results. So once again, we are working in the 8 to 12 rep range on this one for 3 sets. Now we are just finishing off demolishing our shoulders with some Arnold presses. So usually when I'm training shoulders, I like to do one of the major compound movements, usually an overhead press or a clean and press, something with the barbell, and then I'll usually do a second total shoulder exercise like this one with some dumbbells just to really finish them off. So in this exercise, you're gonna start with the dumbbells just at your shoulders, but with your palms facing your body. Then you're going to twist your hands and bring the dumbbells directly up and over your head. So it's different than just a regular dumbbell press because you're twisting your arms up and down as you lift and lower the weight. So once again, we're working in the 8 to 12 rep range for 3 sets for these Arnold presses to finish off these shoulders. All right, now we are just gonna finish off the strength training portion of this workout with a back superset. So a superset is 2 exercises done directly back to back. So the first one we're gonna do is a lat pull down. So pretty simple form for this one. You wanna have a nice arched back, once again, nice wide grip on the bar, and then keeping everything steady and straight, you're pulling that bar all the way down, letting it touch your chest, and then releasing the weight and really focusing on your lats to do the work for this one. So we're gonna do 8 to 12 reps on this, and then we're gonna go straight into cable rows, which is probably one of my favorite back exercises. So with this one, you wanna have a slight bend in your knees, keeping your back nice and straight the entire time, and then simply pulling that cable all the way to your chest and back, and really flexing and squeezing the back muscles. And then once again, we're gonna do 8 to 12 reps for 3 sets for both of these back exercises. And then that is it for the strength training. And I'm just gonna quickly finish off this workout with 10 minutes of HIIT. So high intensity interval training. So one of my favorite ways to do HIIT is to simply do timed sprint intervals on the treadmill. But recently I found a new favorite way to do them, which is to do it at an incline. So I went up to about 6 or 7 incline, and I find that doing it at an incline is actually even way more intense cardio because you have that extra gravity just making your heart pump, and you don't have to run as fast because of the incline. And I also found that it was less stress on your knees, which is always a good thing. So I would recommend that you also give it a go doing timed incline treadmill interval sprints. So at first, the first few rounds I did 40 seconds on, followed by 20 seconds off. So on the off periods, I literally just jump onto the side of the treadmill and I just sit there and wait until I'm ready to go for my second round. But after a few rounds at 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, I honestly found it too difficult. So then I switched over to doing it for 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And I just did 10 rounds total, aka 10 total minutes. So it really wasn't too bad, but it was a great way to still get in a little bit of cardio after my upper body strength training.
All right, FitFam, that is it. Thank you for following along this upper body workout with me. I hope that you give it a go. It's It's going to be highly effective and it's really fun. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video of Fit Tips with Nomadic Fitness. Keep crushing.